We're in one corner, then the other corner.
Ziploc bag of cum. Not her. But
I think I know what you're. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because Playboy
now I know.
has put men on the cover, and then that, like, you extrapolated from that. That this is what I got from listening to one episode of your podcast. Is that at some point in the future, Playboy is going to just come with a Ziploc bag of cum, which of course. Yeah.
So Playboy basically had a gay dude on the cover.
Really?
And then we're saying so Playgirl has like a lesbian on the cover. They just switch.
Right.
And like, so, but we're loving the idea of imagine some old 60-year-old dude that was like a Playboy dude. He used to have the stack in the garage.
Right.
And then him being like, let me see what's I might have to spank one out. You can see what Playboy's up to. He just turns it on and some dude with his dick out.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It turns out you're gay now. Yeah. Wow.
That's the flip.
That's so stupid.
But no, Korean Guys We Fuck podcast. She's a badass and's in all my shit. And then that was my first viral video when I moved to America 2 years ago. Was Kamala Harris, who has the bigger titties, and then these two. So I go, who has better titties, Kamala Harris or Elizabeth Warren? And then these ladies that were filming their own videos flipped out, and they're like, "What the fuck? This is the most grossest thing we've ever heard." And then they kept saying, I'm an anti-porn activist. And I go, oh, was that like with people's aunts when they're doing porn? Shit,
and he told her that they work for Vice and they just fully went for it. Like, dude. I can't believe Vice is co-signing this type of behavior.
Not my Vice.
But what was the actual game plan there? You were just asking people that until someone got offended?
I know. I do these like interviews on the street, and like half the time you find someone that like you vibe with, and we find like a funny moment, right?
Right.
Like I come from that school. Like I was doing TV shows in Canada. Like I was big into Ali G, Tom Green. Like I come from that world. That was the stuff I was doing forever.
Right.
Making DVDs and doing videos like that. So sometimes people flip out. That was more when I was young. It's like you go and get kicked out, and that's the big like.
Right.
Now I think I have way more gags that I can take it. One of my favorite ones is like finding a dude that's like bragging about sex or something and getting him jazzed up, and he's like, dude, I fucked 9 girls last week. Like just getting it. Like to me, some of that's my favorite stuff too, right? Or just sometimes it takes us someplace weird, right? So you think all different places, but sometimes two ladies show up and they're pissed off that you even exist.
Yeah.
But no, the point of that video was to like just get people talking about who has nicer titties, get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a fair conversation to have, right?
Well, what do you think now? Who has the nicest titties in politics? Do you think it's AOC's the hottest?
Man, I would love to see a bikini pic of her.
Really?
But okay, I wouldn't
Is that
complain.
out there? I mean, I'm sure she's got to like. I'm trying to think of anybody.
The internet's
else.
probably got fucking pages dedicated to her feet and shit.
I can't think of anybody else in politics though that, as much as she is just like the most annoying fucking person on earth. Yeah, she's got to be like up there hotness wise, which is probably really like that's the thing that you can't say is that like people are only paying attention to her because she's kind of hot.
Yeah,
don't you think? And also, like she is what she is. That she's like this very inflammatory character. People love her, people hate her. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, when you notice like who gets love from the media and who doesn't, so often it lines up perfectly with like who is physically attractive and who isn't.
It's almost like a tale as old as time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's same with like singers or. You know, whatever. It's kind of, especially girl singers, it's like, lo and behold, the ones that are killing it are all kind of hot.
Like, you're from New York, so you don't have like that one.
But Toronto, dude.
You don't have, you spent a lot of time in New York.
Yeah.
You don't have like that one homie who's got like a good story about fucking AOC back in the day, because that would be so tight if you just knew.
There's got to be people
like
out there.
Like you knew her back in the day and your homie was dating her and you always thought she was kind of annoying, but like, then she just goes and does this.
When she was a waitress.
You know, when she was just a
just
regular
like,
girl.
she sucked off 2 of my boys in the fucking Bronx in 89.
89. She was probably 2 years old.
I know how old she is.
But fair,
99.